Nathan, this is Kiran. So in this test system which we have access to, there's no data in BSEG or FAGL, Flexi or any of the tables at all. So will we still be able to do migration without any data?
I think there should be data. Let me see. I think this is a fresh system. They okay. I see without about data. Okay. So yesterday I attended a training from SAP, City Germany. They took a 2-hour session, and those sessions are planned in future as well. Next week and next week. They talk about yesterday about the fresh implementation. They trained how to migrate the data from any existing system to SAP if it is a new greenfield implementation, and what is that they are providing along with SAP Activate functionality. There is a new functionality, SAP Activate. So I'll talk about that in the next session. I have those slides, so I'll share with you.
Hey Nathan, do you have a video recording for the class?
They will be sending that to me in 3 or 4 days. That's what
Yeah, I did sign up for the class, but I didn't have a chance to attend it today.
Okay, the one which was scheduled yesterday, Meet the Expert
Yeah,
session?
right.
Okay.
Right. For new implementation, right? There was a class on new implementation for
right.
S4HANA.
Right. I did attend it.
Okay, there should be a video recording on that, right?
Yeah, so there will be days. They said it will take 3 to 4 days for get the video recording ready. So
okay.
Will be sending that. Yeah. Okay. Migration from SAP to Simple Finance. The following activities for the migration are required if you already use SAP ERP and want to use the functions of SAP Simple Finance add-on Business Suite HANA. They are not necessary if you are using SAP products or these applications. This can help. So for your information, other 2 classes are also planned, Mohammed, I think you were there. Next week there is another session, and next week there is another session.
Nathan, your voice is somehow breaking. I don't know.
Is that okay now?
Yeah, it's better now.
Okay. Okay. Check customizing settings prior to migration. In this customizing activity, you check whether the customizing settings are consistent and meet the prerequisites of migration, the SAP Simple Finance. So here you will see that are you ready for migration or not. Either system is ready technically or you have some challenges. So you see, we are not ready. So there are some perquisite system checks, and company code MC1, 2, 3, 4. Somebody created those, and those ledgers are not supported. So this is the test system. Somebody has created those company codes, and ledgers are not completely configured. Let's see what can we do with this. The ledger configuration is missing, or no currency settings for MC1. See the new transaction code. They change OB22 to FinSC_ledger. Okay. ODOM IDIL 1L. One D. I'm just trying to correct the error. Yeah. Just trying to go back. So there are the yield settings are not complete here. That's why this is giving the error. There are a lot of configuration settings for these company codes. See, even though I created the ledger, but One should be resolved. OD now is still coming.
I think you can try like adding the company codes to OB22, even though it says it's not supported.
But there it does not give option.
If you go to change mode, the oh, it's just
Not allowing change. It takes the same screen the one I was working. I'll check this error. This is not something, a simple finance issue. This is something, some configuration issue from DL perspective. But it created those entries and the configuration is missing. That's why system is saying, for these company codes you cannot do. Rest other company codes are okay because those are standard company code and all the configurations are done. So let's see. Okay. Define message type for posting before during migration. Before and during migration. What does it say? You define that users are informed by a message when they want to post into system, although the migration has not been set to finish. You can do following. Determine the message type, error warning and note, deactivate the message for complete use. The message is not shown for the first time customers even to finance. Okay, so this is something a message, when users migration is not yet complete and users try to do something, you can set a message for them. Either it is a simple note or a warning or a hard error that a migration is still going on and you need to wait. So what work area is it? What is the username? SF user. one step is done. So this is how you set the message. The system will say data migration is not yet finished. Posting of document is not possible. You can make it a warning, you can make it a simple note, or you can make it a hard error. Or make it a hard error here. Any questions on this? Okay. So number one is you have to check the system setting. We found error in few company code, but I'll see if I can do that. That's a big time consuming activity. Number two, message type. During and before migration, before and during migration. The moment you set migration to complete, we just saw that message. This message will be automatically deactivated. You need not to come back again and delete or something in this entry. The moment you say set migration complete, this message will be deactivated. Any questions? No. So we might see a lot of errors because this is the system. First, number one, it is a test instance. Number two, a lot of people are using it, and number three, this is being fresh installed. There is no kind of data there. So all setting might not be complete. Okay, let's move to the next step: preparation and migration of customizing of GL. So you have three bundles: GL, fixed assets, and controlling. Normally, fixed assets comes under FI, but from technical standpoint, fixed asset has its own, principles. Technically, it is complex, so that's why SAP is giving a separate note for migration as well. Okay, let's go into first node. Activate SAP reference IMG for financial accounting new. What does it mean? In this customizing activity, you activate the SAP reference IMG structure for financial accounting new and the main for the main. Activities are you have to activate new IMG basically. Let's go to transaction SE38. Activate. Setting rotate. IMG, the structure of financial accounting is visible and can be used. You see, this is strange. SAP is writing a wrong program name in the help. They have written MNEU and this say does not exist. When I change the spelling, it works. Okay. So IMG is activated and the financial accounting menu should be, asset accounting menu is there. Central finance is activated. These functions are activated.
Nitin, what is center finance?
Okay. Central finance is something, if you are using multiple ERP systems, you can combine them together and then you can bring your data into HANA. So central finance is kind of solution where you have multiple ERP systems.
Is it part of simple finance, or it will have separate configurations to integrate with other systems?
Most of the configurations for central finance would be basically a technical one, but from understanding perspective how it works, I will cover that. Because when I say configuration, it's kind of system settings with multiple ERP, RFC connections, and all those things. So those are something technical, the data flow. But how it works, that I will show.
Okay.
So let's prepare a quick checklist, what we did, because this is pretty important. And this document will also help you, if sometimes you're going to project or something, this document can help you as well. Rather than to help me, you guys can look at this. I'll just give the program link so that you can quickly refer. This one. The spelling is wrong here. Okay. Is it helpful? You guys seem to be sad today. What happened? Is everything okay? Nobody speaking? Okay, we are done with this. Any questions till now? We have done 3 activities. One is we check the customization prior setting, we activate the message, and we activate the new menu. We have one error. We have to check. Any questions? Mohammed, are you following us? If I do understand, you don't have FI background, so I just want to ensure you are not.
I'm good so far.
Okay. Perfect.
Nathan,
Yes.
can you repeat what we did? I just came a little late. I was not a minute late. If you can recap, then it would be nice. Thank you.
Sorry, say that again. What's the question?
I came a little late and I didn't see what was happening. I came in the middle. So if you can recap, that helps.
Okay. So from recap perspective, that's what I tried to prepare a document. We have done 3 activities till now in SAP. We checked the customizing settings prior to migration. We got one error there, and the error is there, at the bottom. No currency setting found for company code, and there is an issue with the currency settings, so I have to check that. Another one is we have set the message during and before migration. If any user tries to do something, system should pop up the message that hey, you cannot do whatever. Simple migration is still in process. You cannot do complete that. You cannot post the document. So these are the steps for doing the same. And then once migration is complete, when you say system migration is complete, then this message will be automatically deactivated. Number 3, what we have done is activated the new menu. In SE38, we run these 2 programs and we activate the new financial accounting new and all those menus, so that users can see it in the drop down. So that's what we have done till now. Any questions?
So this error, no currency setting. Is that, can you tell me how that was fixed?
Which one? Error?
Yeah, the currency setting error came up.
Error is still not fixed, so I have to see that. It will take some time to fix the error. I don't want to hold on everything. So this is the error if you see on the screen.
Okay.
So I have to fix that. You know, I'll take some time and I'll get into system.
Thanks.
So in error resolution, I don't want to hold on everybody and put the time there. So there is an error, yes. So I'll see which settings are missing because there are a lot of company code and this requires a lot of effort. But I'll try to do that. Any question from you, Kiran?
Nitin, with that two programs you have activated the menus, right? So is that I mean, is that changing of the nodes on IMG side or where it has updated? I did not get that.
IMG.
IMG nodes, right? Okay.
Yes. It says activate SAP reference IMG for financial accounting new. So it updates the IMG menu.
Okay.
Okay. Then we have next activity, check and adopt fiscal year variant. So before we go, let's try to understand what does it mean. In this activity, you compare the fiscal year variant between controlling area and the assigned company codes. So system checks and ensure that you haven't done anything wrong. There is no controlling area and company code which have mismatch in the fiscal year. So I will just check for one controlling area. No changes are required for fiscal year variant. So it means we are good from fiscal year perspective and our company codes are aligned with the controlling area fiscal year.
If the fiscal year of controlling area and company code are not aligned, so I mean, here we did not get any message. But if they are not aligned, what changes we have to do?
We have to change somewhere in the system the message. Let me see if I can get some message, something wrong. What type of message is that? Let me run it blank. But ideally, what happens is normally when you assign fiscal year variants to the company code, it normally checks there, but still, during migration, SAP has given another option to.
And isn't it technically impossible to have different fiscal years for controlling area and company code?
Yes, technically yes.
And even a chart of accounts has to be the same, right, for both.
So this is what the purpose is. So you read the purpose. The migration to the unified GAE requires a unique fiscal year. The report reconciles a fiscal year variant of the controlling area and the assigned company code. It creates a proposal for the configuration change. So to answer your question, what does it mean? What will happen if it is different? Then it creates a proposal for config change.
Okay, but we cannot change the fiscal year variant of a company code, right? Once some transaction data is posted to a company code, as per me, we cannot change the fiscal variant. I'm not sure because I don't have FI background.
So see the output. The report lists all controlling area. The column determines fiscal area, controlling area, and this provides the proposal for config change, and difference in posting period cannot be changed. In case you need to contact consulting to change fiscal year variant to equalize the posting period. So you have to contact SAP for that if there is a difference.
Okay.
Right. So SAP can only help in these cases. So normally, it does not happen, but if it happens in any case, then it's a problem. So then it will give you a message that you need to have a proposal in place to change the configuration, and that configuration is not something an easy task, because in running system, if you change, ideally you cannot change the fiscal year variance in the running company code. Okay. Check fiscal year variance, controlling area, and company code fiscal year variance. It's the same. If not, contact us. Migrate GL customizing. What does it happen? In this activity, you migrate all new general ledgers to the new configuration. The following are migrated: company code assignment, currency, fiscal year open periods, and settings for real-time FICA. So these things get migrated at this point. All your basically configurations get migrated. Let's see. I am expecting some errors here. So if you see at the top, objects are changing. It is migrating one by one and putting in the transport. Good. So ledger configuration copied to new JE configuration in the client. This is successful. Any question?
So what does migration of configuration mean in this context? I mean, like, is it moving into new tables, or is it
Yes.
so there will be new T codes for those configurations?
Yes. So what will happen is, with this step, your configuration move to the new tables, and all the existing T code which SAP is scrapping in Simple Finance will stop working, and you have to switch to new T code. And it's basically what we saw initially. It migrates your company code assignment to controlling area and currency settings, fiscal year variant. It migrates all those things to the new area. You can put this in a document that will help us. Migrate
Nathan, if you go to that FINSC_ledger T code, you can see that all the other ledgers are listed now.
Yes. That's what I saw. OD, OM, and everything is listed. So let me try again that step. That can help me. FINSC ledger. Yes, so now they are here. 1L, 1D, everything came now. Yes. Okay. Okay. I'll share this document with you, later once I complete this, so that you can refer it anytime. Okay. So anybody of you want to do the hands-on, try to get into system, or you want me to go ahead, or if one of you want, you can access system and then try to do hands-on in the new system, because hands-on is very important. You can see me working, but until you log in and do something yourself.
Yeah, Nitin, want to do it.
You want to do it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do one thing. Let me see if I have the host right. Dekran, you want to do it right?
Yeah, yes, it is.
Okay. I'm giving you the presenter role, and you can try once and everybody can see one more time. It will be kind of practice, because these are the key steps which we are doing now. If you learn this, you are fine. Go ahead.
So you want me to log in with my ID?
You have, what is your ID?
I mean, it's SF user 06. Or I can.
No, try with that. That's fine.
Okay. Then I have to log in.
When you share the screen, I have given you the presenter role.
Yeah, sure.
Mohammed, I will also recommend you to do practice. That will help you.
You're able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
So listen, I thought we don't have any data in our tables. So what migration are we doing right now? It's just a configuration migration?
As of now, we have configuration. So I'll try to get some data in, and then we will do transaction later.
So the first step is we are going to check the customizing settings for migration again, right?
Yeah.
We are still getting the same errors.
Yeah.
So you saying, you're going to fix this error. So where do we go and fix this error? If I want to practice this on...
No, hold on. As of now, even I don't know how to fix this error. I have seen this first time. But at this point, while training, I don't want to hang up everything. So I'll try to fix this error offline, and then I'll let you know how I did that.
Okay, because otherwise we can Google it and try to figure it out.
I'll also try the same thing, but let me see the currency settings and all. I'll try to do that. Now you have to copy the work area from the SAP help in the library. It's not easy to find here.
Okay.
Go to help. Close this.
Yeah.
There we have pins. Yes, copy this.
So can I run this step, Nitin? Migrate general. Okay.
You see you will see the change in the top. You see the cluster maintenance, the objects are changing. It will change.
Right. Yeah. So all these ledgers are migrated.
Yes. Okay. So let me take you through this step. Give me the presenter rules. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Define setting for JE. So it will take you to the same menu pin. You have locked the screen.
Yeah. Coming out. Yeah, I'm out.
Okay. So you see, previously we used to see these things in OB22. Now they have changed to FIN underscore ledger. The currency rate, local currency, controlling area currency, first additional currency. So here it allows you to change anything if you want. Currency setting, if something is wrong, so that's what we are getting an error. Currency setting is not right for MCA1. Let me see. Okay, so that error I have to see, but this is the screen where that error resolution sits somewhere. MCA1 is a problem. Somebody opened that? Has somebody opened this menu?
No, Nathan.
You are in and now it says cluster is in maintenance. Open. Okay. Now it allows. So for OD, let's see company code. These are the 4 company codes who have OD and I see their fiscal year variant also different. DL. I don't know why. Okay. Let me try to change this as well. If that resolves the error. You're still giving me some message, I don't know why. See, it still gives a message. Configuration of first concurrency inconsistent for ledger OM and company code. I'll try to find this message number. I'll just make K4 because K4 normally the standard configuration works in K4. So just to ensure fiscal year is not an issue. So this is what is giving. Okay. So this is where you can do all the fitting. Any questions on this? No questions? Any questions? Feel free to ask, as we are moving, because this is very important. I don't want to run too fast because target is not to complete everything at one go, but just to ensure that you understand what is the purpose and what is the activities we are trying to do.
So on the live project, you get all these errors. Do you hold on to the errors till SAP comes back and you finish
Yes.
complete your migration?
Yes. So sometimes what happens, it depends. If the error which is something we can help, we can go ahead. We try to do that. There are some SAP notes related to errors. We try to find the notes to be implemented. If not, then we have to go to SAP, because especially for simple finance, because this is something, a new system, and SAP itself, they are saying that we are here to help, and you might face issues, and they immediately help in this. And what they try to do is, if one customer face error, they try to rectify the same for all the customers. They are also in the learning stage. I interacted SAP a lot of time, I got multiple types of errors. There were no SAP nodes. Then after we reported the error, SAP released a lot of SAP nodes. Probably the one we, yeah.
I have a question. I mean, after you complete, I'll go on with my question.
Okay. So probably the error which we are looking at, it might be possible that there would be some SAP node or something. We have to see that. So, but as of now, I don't want to hang up. That's why I'm trying to move on. Yeah, go ahead, Kiran.
So in that configuration, the SFIN SC _ledger. So there's like different currency. It's almost similar to the OB22 screen where we have local currency, global, or currency number 2 and currency number 3. There in the currency type, I see controlling area currency and group currency. So what would be the difference between those two? I mean, like since there's no more kind of like a controlling area currency concept or controlling area at all, is group currency always the controlling area currency, or how is that going to work?
Where you are? I would remember it lost.
Just double click on company code.
Okay.
And then if you see in the drop down for type, so you see controlling area currency and group currency both listed there, and there's more. I mean, before simple finance, I think it was only document currency, company code currency, group currency, and hard currency, I believe. Oh, hard and index-based currency.
Yeah.
There seems to be like a lot more now.
Yeah.
So I mean, it looks like they brought in all the controlling area currencies as well, like all the operating currency and
yes, ledger currency, controlling object currency, consolidation currency, profit center currency. So they have brought all everything.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
How does this? I mean, how will those be used? I mean, is there any?
As of now, we have not seen those being used. From currency perspective, normally companies go with company code currency, controlling area currency, and group currency. These are the key. I have not seen being used these other a lot of things as of now.
Nitin, again, there only 4 currencies are allowed for selection. If you so yeah, if you try the drop down there, it is allowing only 4, right? Though multiple options.
So this is the local currency. So some system is saying from local currency perspective, you can select anything. You can select even document currency. But from additional currency perspective, it allows you only to select the hard out of 4, even because company code currencies you have already selected. So now you can only select group currency. Let's say. That's why they didn't give you option, because this is an additional currency. This is not something the normal, the normal currency. But this is mostly for the reporting purposes. If you see local currency, it says company code currency, and then you have multiple options. So if you select document currency, it will basically, you have multiple. It will convert into everything into the controlling area currency or company code currency. So there are a lot of options given. I have not seen being used as of now. But let me try to find out if some help is available for this.
So you how many ledgers you have for each company?
You can have multiple leading, non-leading, appendix.
So what is the differences between those three?
We talk about those ledgers, I think, in one of the sessions. Leading ledger, non-leading ledger, and appendix ledger. So the difference is mostly leading is your main gap. Non-leading is related to your non-leading ledger where you have other country gap, and appendix is the recently introduced ledger.
So you could have three different ones for each company code.
Yes. So you see a lot of SAP notes are giving the error which we are looking at. Table this, not updated correctly. FIN ledger contains MCA ledger. You see we are also facing an MCA issue. Check to avoid company assignment and ledger migration has been executed successfully previously. 2.5 months back the notes were introduced. But we have to see which one is relevant for us. There are around 33 notes related to this particular transaction code. You will see most of them are, and out of those 28 are program error. So it means this is a very common error a lot of customers have faced. I'll check those. There is an error in CO version also, you see. Version 0 not maintained. Which is the one we are moving to the next step. Okay, so define ledger for CO version. Okay, so company code this. Let's read the SAP help. What does it mean? In this activity, you define ledger that represent controlling. This is a ledger that contains all posting of actual data that is relevant for controlling. Done by assigning version 00 to a ledger. You do this on a company code level, but you have to use the same ledger for all company codes. The current restriction is that version 000 must be assigned to the leading ledger. You have to assign version 000 to the leading ledger for all company codes that are assigned to controlling area. The fiscal year variant of the company code must be identical to that controlling area. So, CO version, you have to, the current restriction is that the version 0 must be assigned to all the leading ledgers, and it is done at the company code level. How many versions we have? We have only one, so there is no choice. Okay, it's not assigned to any controlling area. So all the company code which are assigned to controlling area must have this. If you see I'm trying anything, it says it is not assigned to any controlling area. That's what is throwing error. And what does it error say? Company code this is not assigned to any controlling area. The company code this is, it does not make sense to enter CO version for this company code. So it says until you assign to controlling area, why you are trying to enter the version when there is no company code, no controlling area. Therefore it does not make any sense. Let's do one thing. let's play again.
And if you're supposed to share that configuration document for FRCO setup.
Yes,
you know,
I
if
was
you can
supposed to. Yes, I was blocked in a lot of meetings, so I couldn't work last 2 days much on this topic. I will send.
So if you send that, then we can configure the the system and see how the migration will work.
Yeah. Okay. What I did is I assigned a now you see the moment I assigned IT01 company code to controlling area 0001, now system is asking me to assign version 0 to leading to ledger. It is not allowing me to move ahead. Before that it was okay. I cannot move ahead until I assign this. So it looks for the controlling area, and the moment it gets controlling area, it will ask you to assign the version 0. Now it is okay. You see others it is saying there is no sense. But if I remove anything, it says you have to assign. I did for IT01, and I think let's save IT01. The assignment is done. So it says ledger from which CO reads actual data.
So, Didin, can we have a different ledger for CO version? Now we are using 0L leading ledger, right? Instead of reading ledger, can we give other ledger?
Hold on. At this point, I think SAP has restricted this to leading ledger.
Okay.
If you read the help, the current restriction is that version 0 must be assigned to the leading ledger. So at this point, it is a restriction. It might get changed in future. So on 14 February, SAP is releasing the next release for Simple Finance. Yesterday, they confirmed on 14 February, Valentine's Day, they are releasing the new version. So it came in March, it came in August, then it came in November, and now 14 February, the latest version is coming up. Probably if by that time training this class that get complete, and if I get something later, I will try to share the the updates with you guys. So any questions till this point? We have done this. Check this customizing settings. Error I have to see the message type we configured. We activated menu. We adopt fiscal years. Migrate GL customizing all the ledgers. We check the settings. The OB22 settings are migrated to FINSC underscore ledger, and then we see the CO version. Any questions till this point? Anybody? No? Okay. We'll do one more activity today. Define document type for posting and controlling. So what it says. In this activity, you can create new document type for posting and controlling. For example, you can create a document type that you can use for manual reposting. For document type used in controlling, the indicator GL account must be set. So you can use separate document types in controlling. A new document type CO is provided an example. So it's OBA7 screen normally. Those who have worked on FI, OBA7 is the screen where we maintain the document type, and SAP has given another CO posting. So you can specify document type for CO postings also. Till now it was only for FI. So like if you see at the top like if asset for accounting document for depreciation for customer customer invoice or vendor invoice, manual payment, automatic payment, all those document types are there. So now you can specify CO postings also, and you can identify which documents are CO, because the purpose of this is, since now it is integrated FI and CO, and your secondary cost element are also treated as GL account. So to classify which are CO postings and which are FI postings, if the document type is same for everything, it will be confusing. That's why they have given the additional document type CO posting, so that you can classify based on document type which one is FI and which one is CO. I think this is OBA7 screen. Let me try with the transaction code if that same works. OBA7. Yes. So this is the same screen. OBA7 screen. And I can also add another document type if I need. So I will say CO posting, and I will copy that, and I will say C1. The system got hang or what? Okay. I will say CO posting underscore just to test. So I can add additional document types if I need. Any questions?
How will we your only document method? Is it through the? How will we post? How can we post a CO only posting in Simple Finance or NewGen?
No. Posting will be FI and CO both. The only thing is different. The document type will differentiate is the source. If you make a payment, it's an FI is the source. But if you do a periodic reposting or you do the assessment distribution, CO is the source. It's to differentiate the source. Got it? It's all about source. It's not, FI and CO are not separate now. It's from where the document is generating. If it is generating from CO, it will be CO document type. If it is generating from FI, it will have multiple document type like AP, AR, asset, bank. Everybody have their own document type.
So we'll have to assign this document type to settlements or assessments at a later point. Okay.
That's what it differentiates. So you see.
So we are posting the cost.
Hold on. One second. Mohammed, give me a second. So Kiran, to answer your question, you see the next step: define document type mapping variant to CO business transaction.
Yeah, makes sense.
This is the one where you say for all these transactions which are getting posted within CO, I will use CO or C1, whatever I created. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Mohammed, sorry, go ahead.
At present, where are you posting the CO document types?
At present?
Yes.
At present?
In ECC, I'm talking about. In ECC.
At present, there are no CO document types.
So there is no posting in CO at present, you say?
Posting in CO is happening, but it is only happening. You can only differentiate via business transactions like CUIN or other business transactions are there, so that's how you can differentiate. But now, since FI and CO are integrated, so it is very important to differentiate based on document type that what is FI and what is CO. So that's why SAP has introduced this additional word. Till now, there is no document. Postings are happening, but there is no document type in CO.
So you define a different numbering range for the document type also?
I think it should come. It should come, yes. We will be doing that. No, yes, it is there. So if you see here, CO, I created C1, so there is a number. You can have different number range. So 01 means 9 series. Sorry, whatever, 1 series. So you can have different number range. You can put that.
So I'm still not clear where that CO documents are coming from. So I understand we're posting, is it coming through the cost?
See, there are some activities which are done only on CO. But, so let's understand two things. There are some postings which happen in CO. Now the question is how they are happened today and how they will happen in future. Today, we do those activities and those only remain in CO. So that's why there is no document type, there is no separate document type for that. Going forward, all the things happening in CO will come to FI because secondary cost elements are reflected as GL. So since everything is coming to FI, so to differentiate what are your actual FI transactions, source is FI, and what is the document type for which source is CO. So there are two sources now, FI and CO. And there is a one bundle where all the documents are going. To filter them out, what is FI and what is CO, you need a document type. Presently, FI is separate and CO is separate, so you know very well what is FI and what is CO.
So bottom line, Nitin, like before Simple Finance, we had FHGL FlexT for finance and COEP for controlling, so we did not have to have two different document types. Now that it's only AC.K and all the postings go to AC.K, we just differentiate by different document types.
Yes, so in the same table, if you select CO document type, it will give you all document for which the source is CO. If you select, let's say, AA or any FI transaction type, document type, it will give you the source, which is FI. So that is the purpose, because today these two sits in different tables, but in future all those are sitting in one table. Got it? Mohammed, got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is actually not the COS screen. This is the one which I'm open. Is the FI screen. Only you just add a document type. So the list of document type will get increased, or you can say, you know, since it is integrated, so now I can have CO document type as well. So we did this 5 points: fiscal year variant, migrate GL, define settings, define ledger, define document type, and before that we did check customizing setting and define message type. So I think I have note of all those things. Error I need to check. Let me find some time to work on the error. Any question you have?
Nitin, I have one question. So now, in this step, in this process, now we are trying to migrate existing data to Simple Finance, right?
Yes.
So like in the same system, we are trying to different configuration. I mean,
you are breaking, Raj.
So in the same system, if I try to do a fresh configuration from scratch, it should not ask me the steps for the migration, right? So like, for example, generating of that CDS views or and all.
So if in the same system you do the if you do the new implementation, then
new implementation.
So then you have to do basic settings, you know, to bring the system to that level. You have to, it's, you know, the menu and things changes. Currently the migration menu is active, but it will not get active when it is the new system.
Okay, so in that case, I'll not get that message to generate that CDX view, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All those migration activities will be out of picture.
Okay.
Okay. So let me write that to-do items, because you know otherwise I will forget. If I get blocked into project work, I get forget. To-do is one is error I have to see, another is FICO config document I have to send. Mohammed, can you please ping me your email ID? And anything else which I promised and I didn't give? Document to Ivan for Copa, he sent me an email. Okay. Okay, thank you. Anything else which is pending?
I have a question. So if so, we're talking about migration right now.
Yeah.
So if a company has a multiple systems, and you know, moving forward is going to S/4HANA, and they're going to combine everything together. What is the process?
Central finance.
So are we doing, you know, how are we bringing the data from different systems to this? Is it, you know, like LSMW, and what is the process?
That's what you missed the session yesterday. That's what SAP told. SAP guided, you know, how SAP is working on multiple systems. You missed the session.
Okay.
So yeah, SAP has their own extractors. I will show you those slides. Those are in another laptop, so I cannot show you those slides how SAP guided. They gave a live demo, but I captured some of the screens, and most of the screens I captured. So
Yeah, but I
that's
thought
what
that's
SAP guided yesterday. That how we extract data. Sorry.
I thought that's for the new implementation. So it's coming from the legacy.
So in new implementation also, in new implementation also you have to take from multiple systems. Company might have multiple systems.
Right, non-SAP system, right?
Yes, it can be Oracle or whatever, any non-SAP system, and you have to migrate to SAP HANA. So if it is a company is scrapping everything and going to HANA, it is one-time activity. But if company is continuing with multiple ERPs and the source system and the final system is HANA, it's the regular activity. But anyway, the data has to be extracted and moved to HANA in both of the cases.
Okay. So did they?
So I will show you those slides with SAP guided. Yes.
Okay. So
I will show you those. Yes.
Okay.
Don't worry. Yeah. So Jacqueline, which document you need? CO or COPA? Or the FICO or COPA? Which document you need?
Yeah, please send me both, Nitin.
You want both?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I will send both.
Can you send me as well? Just
Give me your email ID. Give me your email ID.
I'm doing that. Okay. And I had a question. So how do I mean, what is needed to sign up on those conference calls, Nitin?
There is no process. Actually, I received an email from SAP.
Okay.
And I just signed up. It was all free. Then there were around 280 participants yesterday. So it was all. I just received a message from SAP 4 or 5 days back, and I just signed up. And you need to have SAP SID, CID, or SAP ID to sign up for that.
So is there like a link where I can see the upcoming sessions and so I can sign up?
There is no upcoming session. There is our upcoming session, but there is no link. I have sent an email to SAP, sending the link for the upcoming session. If I receive a reply, I have sent that yesterday. If I receive the reply, I can forward you those links. You can register.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so in the meanwhile, you guys can practice what we have done today, and in next session we will continue. And in case you have any doubt with your practice, we will talk about that. Right?
Yes, and Nitin, like I mentioned at the beginning of the call, there's no data in those tables, so I don't know if that will be a problem, but you may want to check on that also.
I will check with the maintenance team, on the data. As of now, we are doing the customization migration, the configuration. So as of now, it should not be a problem. But yes, I will check with the server team, how to punch the data in the system.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. See you guys in next session. Have a good day. Good night.
Thanks.